The Young and the Restless spoilers, Wednesday, November 5. Nick and Matt's fierce face-off. Sienna's police cover-up. Wednesday's episode of The Young and the Restless promises explosive confrontations, deep secrets, and emotional turning points that will leave Genoa City fans breathless. With Nick Newman and Matt Clark, Mitch Bacall finally coming face-to-face, and Sienna Bacall desperately scrambling to cover her tracks, the drama reaches a fever pitch. Let's break down every heated exchange, shocking twist, and emotional revelation in this must-watch episode airing November 5, 2025. The morning after the storm, conflicted loyalties, and a brewing showdown. The episode opens in the early morning light filtering through the curtains of a Genoa City hotel suite. Nick Newman stands at the window, gripping his phone tightly. His face reflects the inner battle he's fighting, the tug-of-war between family duty and his hunger for the truth. Moments earlier, he received a call that should have filled him with joy. Sharon Case, tearfully told him that Noah Newman, Lucas Adams, was finally awake after weeks in a coma. But instead of rushing straight to the hospital, Nick hesitates. His gut tells him this is his only chance to confront Matt Clark, the man he believes destroyed his family once before and might be doing it again. The camera pans down to Nick's trembling hand as he mutters to himself, "You took enough from me already, Matt. Not this time." He sends Sharon a short text. "I'll be there soon, promise." Then he pockets his phone and heads for the door. At the Shadow Room, a dangerous game begins. Meanwhile, the dim lights of the Shadow Room pulse softly to the rhythm of low music. It's early, but the club never truly sleeps. Behind the bar, Sienna Bacall moves nervously, wiping down glasses that are already spotless. Her mind isn't on work, it's on damage control. She knows the police are sniffing around after Noah's crash, and that her own name might come up sooner than later. Her phone buzzes with a text from an unknown number. "We need to talk, now. The cops are asking questions." Sienna's heart skips. She quickly deletes the message. She knows what it means. Someone is getting nervous. Someone who knows more than they should. Just then, the door opens, and Mitch Bacall strides in, every bit the suave, mysterious businessman he's been pretending to be. But Sienna sees something darker behind his smile, something dangerous. "Mitch, we need to talk, the police." He cuts her off sharply. "Handled. Don't worry about it." She frowns. "You can't just handle the police. They're investigating Noah's crash, and if they find out you—" His eyes flash. "If they find out you had any connection to that kid, this club's finished. You want that?" Sienna stiffens. The fear in her eyes says it all. He's right. Whatever she's hiding, it's enough to destroy her reputation and her business. And Mitch, or Matt, knows exactly how to use that fear. He leans in close, his voice a low threat. "Keep your mouth shut, Sienna. Let me take care of it." She doesn't respond, but the look on her face makes one thing clear. She's running out of time and running out of trust. Nick arrives, the calm before the confrontation. Outside, the sound of a car door slamming breaks the quiet morning air. Nick Newman steps out, jaw clenched, eyes full of determination. He stands for a moment, staring up at the neon sign glowing faintly above the door, the Shadow Room. It feels like a threshold between the past and the present, between who he was and who he might have to become again to get justice for his son. As he pushes open the door, the music fades into silence. Inside, Mitch is standing behind the bar, his usual smirk forming as if he's been expecting him all along. "Well, well, if it isn't Nick Newman. Long time no see." Nick's hands curl into fists. "Don't start with me, Clark." Mitch chuckles, feigning confusion. "Clark? Sorry, you must have me confused with someone else. The name's Mitch Bacall. Entrepreneur, investor. You know, the guy who helped your son before his unfortunate accident? The mock sympathy in his tone sends Nick over the edge. Nick slams his hand on the bar, causing glasses to rattle. You're going to regret every word that comes out of your mouth. But Mitch doesn't flinch. He just stares, his cold blue eyes boring into Nick's eyes. You want to hit me, Nick? Go ahead. I'll make sure the cops see exactly who the violent one is this time. Nick narrows his gaze. You think I'm afraid of consequences? I just buried my peace of mind the day my son went into that hospital bed. I don't have anything left to lose. The air between them is thick with history, decades of resentment and unhealed wounds. Matt Clark, the man Nick once thought gone forever, now stands right in front of him, taunting him like a ghost made flesh. Sienna's secret. The police cover-up unfolds. While the two men are locked in their verbal war, Sienna retreats into the back office, shutting the door with shaking hands. She grabs her phone and makes a call. It's me, she whispers urgently. They're still looking into the crash. If they find out Noah came here the night it happened, I'm finished. The voice on the other end is calm, confident. You'll be fine, Sienna. I already spoke to Detective Harding. The official report will show the brakes failed. Nothing about the club, nothing about Mitch. Her breath quickens. That's not what happened, and you know it. Doesn't matter, the voice says coldly. If you want to keep your business and your freedom, you'll stick to the story. Sienna ends the call, trembling. She looks at her reflection in the mirror, the perfectly put-together nightclub owner staring back at her, and almost doesn't recognize herself. Who am I protecting? Him or me? The confrontation escalates. Back on the main floor, Nick circles the bar like a predator closing in on his prey. Mitch leans casually against the counter, pretending to be amused. You always were the hothead, Mitch says smoothly. It's funny, all these years, and you still think you're the hero. But tell me something, Nick. If you're so sure I'm Matt Clark, why not call the cops? Because the cops don't handle ghosts. I'm not waiting for them to play catch-up. I'm ending this right now. Mitch's eyes glint. Ending what? Your paranoia? Nick slams a photo on the bar. An old shot of Matt Clark from years ago, younger but unmistakably the same man. You can change your name, you can change your hair, but you can't change that face. I know who you are. Mitch's smirk fades. The mask cracks for the briefest second before he laughs bitterly. You really are obsessed. The sound of shattering glass cuts through the tension. Sienna has accidentally dropped a tray from the back room, startled by the shouting. Both men glance her way. Nick seizes the moment. I'll find out what you did to my son, Nick growls, and when I do, you'll wish you'd stayed buried. Mitch leans in close, his voice low and venomous. Maybe you should worry less about me and more about what your family's hiding, because sometimes the truth cuts both ways. At the hospital, hope and hesitation. Meanwhile, across town, Sharon sits by Noah's bedside, her eyes filled with cautious optimism. The hospital room is quiet, save for the soft hum of machines. Victoria A. Emily enters, carrying coffee, her expression equal parts relief and suspicion. Sharon smiles weakly. He's doing better. The doctor says he might even have his bandages removed today. Victoria nods, but doesn't smile. That's good news, but something's not adding up, Sharon. The accident, the timing, this Mitch guy, it's all too convenient. Sharon sighs. I know, Nick's convinced it's Matt Clark, and honestly, I'm starting to wonder if he's right. Victoria sits beside her. If Matt Clark is alive and somehow tied to Noah's crash, we need to know. For Noah's sake, for everyone's. The conversation takes a serious turn as Sharon admits the possibility out loud for the first time. If Matt's back, it means he's been watching us, planning this. And if that's true, we're all in danger. As they talk, Noah stirs in his bed, opening his eyes fully. He looks at both women with confusion. Why do you both look so scared? Sharon rushes to his side. Sweetheart, you're awake. You're okay. Noah blinks, still groggy. Mom, what happened? Victoria exchanges a look with Sharon. They've been dreading this question. Sharon hesitates, then softly says, You were in an accident. Your car went off the road. Noah frowns. An accident? I don't remember driving. I don't remember anything after leaving the club. The word club makes both women freeze. The club? Sharon repeats carefully. Noah nods. The shadow room. I was meeting someone there. A man who said he knew you, Mom. He called himself Mitch. Victoria's face goes pale. Sharon grips Noah's hand. Mitch Bacall? Yeah. Noah says, brow furrowing, he said he wanted to invest in my LA project. We talked, then I remember.